we're going to go ahead and get started with the wonderful information that we're going to be going over tonight, guys. We're going to be learning some strategies that we were not taught in school and some things that will really change your life. So we're going to be, excuse me, we're going to be hearing from my mentor, someone who is absolutely incredible. I have a ton of respect for this man. Not only is he, made a lot of money in this business, but he's also helped a lot of other people on this line be able to do that as well. And on these calls, we love to have fun. So please help me in introducing Dr. Sean T. Hill to the line with the quick COVID clap.
Let's go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I mean, I'm always excited when I get to hear Morgan's voice. I mean, she didn't tell you guys, she's 12 years old. She was actually probably close to that age when I started home-based business. But I mean, to be able to see a millennial literally take this information and run with it like the wind. She has people in her organization from all walks of life. And the reason that is because her leadership is always on point. On a scale of 1 to 10, her leadership and her fearlessness is absolutely an 11. Every time there's something that needs to be done, she immediately steps up and does it. And as of yesterday, we're about maybe one partner away from senior director. So guys, give it right back to none other than the executive director for a few minutes, Ms. Morgan Cleveland.
Morgan.
And guys, I'm not going to keep you long. I understand your time is valuable. It's really humbling to hear her say all those things about me. I am so happy she didn't know me prior to this business. I may have been, it might have been some crying and some tissue going on. I might have been one of the most negative people that you'd ever want to meet. But how many guys would agree sometimes brokenness does have a negative effect on your attitude?
Yes.
Kind of hard to be all chipper when you're broke, right? And
right.
I was frustrated. And it wasn't that I didn't have any money, but have you ever gotten in a point in your life where you felt maybe I should be a little further along than I am right now?
Yes.
Yes.
So I did everything that I was told to do. I might be known as the good son. Just don't ask my mom on the wrong day. But in terms of, just taking information, I was that child growing up. I always wanted to be wealthy. Anyone else?
Yes.
Now, if you didn't raise your hand, what'd you want? Matter of fact, don't even tell me because that stuff gets stuck in your shirt. You can't get it out, right? But I would imagine when my aunties had the glass doorknobs, I would imagine I was twisting diamonds to get into the next room. And I grew up in a very small town, Brooklyn, New York. You guys heard of it?
Yes.
Couple of buildings. And you come out of my building, you go 1 mile to the left, you're in the city dumps. You go 5 miles to the right, you're in some of the richest communities in all of New York. And so my question was always, how do we get over there? But have you guys ever asked the right questions, but you were asking the wrong people?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, everyone I was asking was right there with me. And I guess I was too young to understand that if they knew how to be over there, where would they have been?
Over there.
But I'm telling you, they gave me the best that they had. But what we were all up against collectively was we found out very early in life, there's a great divide. How many of you guys understand that in this country, there are the haves and the what?
Have-nots.
The have-nots. And that divide is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And see, what's weird about that to me is there are people that are walking, running, swimming, driving, flying, doing whatever it is that they can do to get to the United States, because this is known as the land of what?
Opportunity.
But guys, 34 million Americans right now are living in poverty. The household income in America is less than 27,000. But now, at the same time, there's almost 50 million millionaires in the world. There's almost 20 million in the United States. So the idea that there's no money here, that can't be true, yes?
Right.
Yes.
However, if I had to pinpoint one area where these two parties differ, I would say it's education.
Yes.
See, we strongly support formal, outdated education. As a matter of fact, everybody I was asking how to get wealthy, they taught me how to go to work for somebody else.
Right.
They told me I needed to graduate high school. I did that at 16. They told me I needed to graduate college. I did that at 20. Pretty good, yes?
Yes.
Electrical engineering degree, because they told me that's where the money was. At 20 and a half, I found out that 80% of college graduates at that time weren't even getting a job in the field that we studied for the last 4 to 5 years. Anybody know somebody all degreed up, nowhere to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was me. And the only solution they had for me was go back to school. Anybody know some people been in school so long we forgot what they were studying?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I got people in my family. I'm like, look, don't change your major again. Graduate once so you can get these balloons in this card and we can be done with you. But here's the thing. When I got done with that schooling, they're still telling me to this day to go back to school. I'm 50. Now, if somebody has a choice between hiring me at 50 or hiring 2 kids fresh out of college for that same money I would be asking for, which one do you think they'll choose?
The 2
Hiring,
kids.
yes.
But now, meanwhile, wealthy people get specialized financial education. They learn how to shift their money back to them so that they can create wealth for their family. And so it's either we play by the rules of the wealthy or we get played by the rules of the wealthy. And here's what I want you guys to understand. If you want to figure out what it is that you should be doing, look no further than your taxes. Taxes creates incentives. And what I mean by that is whatever America wants you to do, they incentivize it with deductions.
Yes.
America wants us to have children, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys know people that you kind of feel like they're having children just for the deductions. It's just at a space where, I mean, they just give incentives for things. So it's a matter of choice. If we choose to be an employee and take the W-2 tax code, a lot of people are looking forward to the stimulus check right now, right?
Yes.
Right.
Be
Yes.
honest, some of you guys been like refreshing your account. The refresh button is worn out on your computer, right? But here's the thing. That's only going to be $600 to $2,000 total. But in the meantime, business owners, the ones that have a tax code 1099, have been getting loans and grants and PPP loans. If you don't know what PPP stands for, Google it. It's amazing. But hundreds of billions of dollars has been given away. And the reason why I say given away is that's what a forgivable loan is. You don't even have to pay it back. You're forgiven when they give it to you.
Right.
How many of you guys would agree there's a huge difference between $2,000 that they know, we all know that they're going to come back in tax, or billions of dollars they're just giving away?
Right.
I just want you to understand the differences between haves and have-nots are they're overcomable is my word for the evening. Now, here's what happens though. When we choose the W-2, we pay taxes first, almost up to 33%. When we choose the 1099, and you can even choose a 1099 in addition to your W-2, we'll talk about that in a minute, you can actually pay taxes as low as 18%. And
Yes.
you might be asking, well, why do they do that? That's not fair. Understand, a car without an engine can't drive, and an economy without a business or businesses can't thrive. The
Absolutely.
country needs business owners to survive. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
And guys, taxes is only one of our roadblocks. How many of you guys familiar with debt, big business, and inflation?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I call these guys the 4 thieves that stole my money. See, when my friend gave me that call on June the 8th, 2020, in the midst of a pandemic, he actually shared with me that he found a way we can get past these 4 roadblocks. I was thinking I had an income problem. I just wasn't making enough money. Came to find out he was making a lot more money than me. I figured out I had a cash flow problem. Too much month at the end of my money. Because how many guys have ever heard the saying, the more we make, the more they what?
Hey.
And so taxes has everyone working 12 months out of the year, but only paying us for 8. They take a third of our income off the top. No wonder we're behind, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's our largest expense. The second largest expense is debt. And debt is so sneaky because it has us believing. How many of you guys heard the American dream? A spouse,
Yes.
2.5 kids and a dog, white picket fence, yes?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's the thing. This is how debt works in America. You don't have the $400,000 up front, Miss Johnson? No problem. We'll give you a mortgage loan. You don't have the $50,000 up front for that automobile, Mr. Cleveland? No problem. We'll give you an auto loan. You don't have that $100,000 a semester for your doctorate, Miss Gill? No problem. We'll give you a student loan. And long after we're done with these things, the interest is with us forever. That's why most families pass on generational debt and not generational wealth. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So 2/3 of our money is gone, and along comes big business. Now, big business is crafty. They spend billions of dollars in marketing and advertising. Have you guys remember when there was just the CME Christians?
Right.
The Christians that
Yeah.
came to church on, well, what was it?
Christmas.
Mother's Day. and
Christmas,
Easter.
Mother's Day.
Right, not the CME Christians, right? Now we have a holiday every 30 days.
Right.
A lot of us are going to be Irish in a few days, drinking green beer. And every 30 days, they understand we want to, just with that last little bit of our money, we can't wait to ball out till we fall out. We can't wait to do retail therapy. In case you don't know what retail therapy is, ladies, that 4th pair of black shoes looks just like the 3rd.
No.
We get into an argument though. Here's the thing. I think of all of the 4, inflation is the sneakiest of them all. Inflation is where they drive up the price of everything else. So if you had $1 yesterday, it's worth 95 cents today. Anybody remember when penny candy was a penny?
Yes.
You remember when we were laughing at our little cousins and our little brothers and sisters when they were still calling it penny candy, but they were paying a dime for it?
Yes.
Yes.
We've seen inflation all of our lives. And so here's the thing. The extra digit movement, which is the movement we're a part of, and Make Wealth Real Financial, the company we partner with, are here to help you navigate these roadblocks. See, collectively, we have over 100+ years of experience. I have 25 alone. We have the most top producers in the business. We have the fastest growing female leaders in the business. And we're almost at $4 million annually. How many of you guys would agree? That's pretty good for a little business team that's only been in the business a little bit over a year.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we're not made up of only networkers. We have college students, single parents, homemakers, doctors, lawyers, creatives, all walks of life are on this Zoom, let alone on our business team. And so what's exciting about this for me is the reason why we're having this success is we continue to follow the industry trends. Guys, we either ride the wave or we get drowned by it if we stay in it too long. And what I mean by that is the small business era was back in the 1920s to 1940s. This is why we have a main street in every city to this day. How many of you guys not too far from a main street?
Yes.
And then you can drive another 20 miles and hit another main street, right? Every
Right.
city has a main street because of this era. Then in the 40s to the 60s, that was the industrial era. That's when the assembly line came about. That's when the 9 to 5 mentality came about. That's when the pension plan was born. Guys, the 60s was when the pension plan was pretty much over, and people are still asking me, well, what about your pension, Sean? Between the 60s and the 80s was the corporate America era. Go to college, get a good job with some benefits. The 401k was born. Everybody remember that?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
when the go to school movement was at its best. But guys, from the 80s to the 2000s, specialized technology replaced all of those good jobs. How many of you guys have seen the self-checkout at your grocery store or at your local Walmart just get bigger and bigger?
Yes.
Guys, the computers and the technology are replacing the jobs. So getting our children prepared for jobs that are about to be taken by technology is just horrible preparation. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Then from 2000 to 2020, the dot-com era hit. The kids figured it out. They was like, you go get a good job. I'm going to make this app. And they're making millions of dollars from their cell phone because they create apps on the phone that make it easier for us to do stuff at our jobs. So the internet forced a global competitive economy. But guess what? I'm not telling you this so you can go out and learn how to build apps. I'm sharing this with you because even that era is over. Because COVID hit, everybody got sent home and had to figure out how to make money from home. So welcome to the home-based business era. And here's the thing, COVID just simply gave everybody a wake-up call that happened 50 years ago. Home-based business has been huge for the last 50+ years. The last 25 in my life. because everybody, not even a few, very few people are still saying good and job in the same sentence. We know right now that we're one unfortunate pandemic away from jobs just going away. Is this making sense?
Yes.
And so here's what you have to understand, guys. You're either going to evolve or you're going to dissolve. You can't play your 8-track cassettes in your 2020 car. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Right.
We just have to let the old things go. Now, I'm not saying leave your job. I'm just saying start using your resources. Because see, here's what I want you to understand. You guys already have the #1 tool you need, your social security number. You were born a sole proprietorship. You take your social security number and you add it to your home or your apartment and start a home-based business. That's the solution to all 4 roadblocks. If we give that same social security number to somebody else's business called a job, we don't get the solution to the 4 roadblocks. As soon as you start a home-based business, guys, you get 475 tax breaks. If I don't, I might get 9, depending on how many kids I got. Which one sounds better, your 475 or my maybe 9?
475.
You get an instant pay raise, your expenses become deductions. How many of you guys like the idea of the government paying for your lifestyle?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You get to hire your children. Guys, wealthy people have figured out why give them an allowance when you can put them on payroll? Why buy a PlayStation 5 when I can pay you as an employee for doing the same chores you were already doing, let you buy your own PlayStation 5 and write it off? Totally legal.
Right.
That's how they leave a legacy. That's how we break the cycle. Is this making sense so far?
Yes.
You also start home-based business so you can create unlimited income that can outrun inflation. You can actually create time freedom. How many of you guys want to be able to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with who you want?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about the flip side. How many of you guys tired of being around people that you wouldn't even talk to if you didn't work with them?
I need another hand.
2 hands.
So if I say one more thing, people are going to be raising feet, right? How many of you guys want control over your life, though? How many of you guys want total control over your life and stop getting bullied and bossed around?
Yes.
Anybody want to start doing what you want to do versus what you have to do?
Yes.
That's all we're talking about today. And we're doing that through Make Wealth Real Financial. We call it MWR for short. We're the home of the complete financial makeover. And the reason why we say we're complete is we have the 3 components we believe everybody needs. How many of you guys want to save more money?
Yes.
Listen, in year 1, we helped our members save over $500 million in taxes. How many of you guys would agree 500 million in tax savings is pretty good?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And nobody even knows about us yet. In year 1, we shaved over 13,000 years off of our collective debt sentence. Because see, it's not what we borrow, it's how long we borrow it that kills us. Compound interest is a killer. Is this making sense?
Yes.
And so we're helping people save money. How many of you guys want to make more money?
Yes.
Well, listen, we help 10 plus individuals get to the $1 million residual ring. All that means is we've helped thousands of people make more money from the safety of their home. Pretty good, yes?
Yes.
How many of you guys want to grow your money?
Yeah.
And so here's the thing. In year 1, we've actually helped our members get over $500 million in investment. Pretty good, yes?
Yes.
And so let's break those down. When you're talking about saving money, we have what's called the Financial Edge membership. Write this in your notes if you're taking notes. This membership is $79.97 per month. But here's the part I love the most. The experts do all the work.
I love it.
Guys, you don't understand how major this is. How many of you guys were taught that taking care of your finances was your own responsibility?
I will.
Me.
Yes.
And so we're sitting around thinking that wealthy people are smarter than us when they're hiring people that are smarter than us.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to do that for $79.97. So you know what that means? Repeat after me. I am not the expert.
I am.
I am not the
expert.
Now, let me tell you what y'all should be really excited about. Everybody point at me and say, Sean is not the expert.
Sean is
Sean,
definitely
not
not the expert.
Hey, you want your finances jacked up? Ask me a question. I will jack your finances up. Why am I so confident? I've been jacking mine up for 40 plus years. I know I can mess yours up too. Thank God we have experts where you don't have to listen to me. I don't have to listen to you. And they have decades of experience of helping people take their finances from tragic to magic. They've helped people go from rich to wealthy. And so here's all we do. All we do is upload our last 2 pay stubs, our last year's tax returns, and the experts send us an adjusted W-4. We give that to our employer. We see our federal income tax go down and our paycheck go up. That's why we're known as the home of the instant pay rates. We download an app on our phone. It tracks our mileage for us. It tracks, we can take pictures of our receipts. It tracks our deductions. So whoever's doing our taxes has one neat file that they can download and show all of our deductions so that the government can continue to pay for our lifestyle. Do you like that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, love it.
We upload our last 3 credit bureau reports and the experts do the rest. They told me that. I did that at 2 o'clock in the morning. I uploaded TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. By 3 o'clock the following day, it said completed, completed, completed. I had no idea what that meant. I called my sponsor. He said that meant they made the phone calls you didn't want to make and they sent the letters you didn't want to send. And he was absolutely right. And it wasn't because I was lazy, but how many of you guys seen these phone calls? Everybody's calls are going to voicemail.
Yes.
Especially now, they're blaming it all on COVID, yes?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Mhm.
send these letters go unanswered. But you know what I found out? And when we send that stuff, it's like we gave them a reminder to drag our credit score down even later, even lower.
Right.
Right.
But what I found out was when the right number is calling, they pick up the phone because they don't
Right.
want problems. When the right letter goes in with the right letterhead, we start receiving letters saying this has been removed from our credit forever because it shouldn't have been on there in the first place. Does this
Yes.
make sense?
Right.
Yes.
Guys, we input the debt we can pay off, balance, minimum monthly payment, and interest rate. They tell us a payment plan or a way to pay our bills so that we can get out of debt faster. They give us a debt-free date. How many of you guys understand debt-free is the new free?
Yes.
Exactly.
And
That's
they
correct.
tell us the $1 million date. How many of you guys ever said, I want to be a millionaire?
Oh, yeah.
How many of you guys not raising your hand because you want to be more than a millionaire? You
Yes.
got to be in front,
Yeah.
right? Well, let me give you a secret. You got to pass millionaire along the way.
Right.
Yeah, you do.
But
Absolutely.
how exciting is it knowing that you can get there with your money?
Right.
Yes.
Guys, put this in your notes if you're taking them. Your money can absolutely make you wealthy. Somebody asked me how I know.
How do you
How
know?
you know?
We were already making everybody else wealthy.
True.
Mhm.
We overpay taxes. Matter of fact, the government said 80% of us overpay taxes. They didn't tell us they never give that money back, right?
Right.
We pay so much in taxes. The government has $1 trillion debt. Who do we owe? Mars?
Okay.
We overpay our debtors in terms of all of the interest and the compound interest that we pay. How do I know? Well, when I was struggling with an electrical engineering degree, I was a broke bill collector. And we were collecting for companies who were gone. The companies were gone, guys. The companies had closed their doors, but they were still collecting money because people still owed them interest. Their children eat forever, even though they don't have a business, because we don't know how to properly pay our debt. So what happens when you have all of that money come back to you? Is this making sense?
Right.
Mhm.
Then they told me if I upload the bills that I can pay off, professional negotiators would call and negotiate those bills down. I started uploading stuff that wasn't even bills. I'm like, since you already negotiating, keep negotiating. But my point being, understand, I didn't have an income issue. I had a cash flow issue. And so what we just talked about is cash flow expansion. Taxes down, cash flow up. Credit score up, you can refinance what we might already be paying too much for and pay less for what we're going to purchase and borrow in the future. Cash flow up. Debt eliminated, cash flow up. Bills lower, cash flow up. And guys, we have some people on the line that have taken advantage of the Financial Edge membership. Now, I've already told you how simple it is to input and upload your data. So they're not going to tell you that. What they're going to tell you is how they were impacted after they did it. Liza, can you share first?
Absolutely. I'm active duty military and I was able to get $608. That's $8 back into my paycheck every month.
Awesome. How many of you guys can use an extra $608 coming back into your household every 30 days?
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the thing, Liza, have you ever gotten a $7,200 tax return?
Not nary once time.
So where'd the rest of that money go?
Not to my pocket.
How many of you guys getting tired of giving all your money away?
B.
Would you agree it's kind of smarter to just keep it on the front end and then let
Yes.
them tax what's left? See, anytime we get a refund, that's a symbol that we made a much larger error and they didn't give it back. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who would like to share next?
I'll go ahead and share. So the experts were able to go ahead and shave off 79 years off of my debt elimination plan. So now I'll be debt free in January 2029, and my millionaire date is May of 2050. And they also improved my credit
Awesome.
by 69.
Awesome. Who else would like to share?
I will, Mr. Sean T. Hill. I want to say you're doing a fantastic job
Thank
breaking down this information. But
Thank
the
you.
amazing thing is that I've been retired for 16 years, but I was introduced to this amazing company. I uploaded my 2 pay stubs
I already said that.
and our 3 tax returns. I got a $271 pay raise. My credit score's up. It was a 542 when I first came in this company. Today, my credit score is 788. The bank sent me a card today. I got $2,000 additional credit in my bank.
Nice.
Also, my
Also,
millionaire date
Congrats.
is 2057. And the home that we live in right now, we're paying off our home instead of 30 years. We're paying it off in 10 to 12 years, 2038. The company is amazing.
amazing.
All right.
That's incredible. So those of y'all that are retired, it is not over. We can help you too. Who else would like to share?
I'll share. So Bill Strutter negotiated $25 a month off my AT&T bill, wireless, $117.94 off of my security bill, and $87.20 off of my garbage bill. And I got a credit of $229.19. So I have a bill that says do not pay. I'll show it to you. You can see it says do not pay. I don't know if you can see it, but it says do not pay. And because of that, I don't have to pay it to next year.
Okay.
So
There
just when I thought I was doing pretty well with my life, I got to figure out how to get a garbage bill so I can not pay the garbage bill. And I saw your hand up, Mr. Lynch. Would you like to share as well?
Yeah, I didn't have to print off a 90-page book for my taxes by using TaxSpot. I just downloaded that stuff and sent it on to the accountant and said, you can send it on to whoever you need to, but I don't have to print that 90-page book out. Thank you, Lord.
How much was that in deductions?
That was over $360,000 in expenditures for the businesses.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Amazing.
And then, the back door that Bill Shredder did some stuff for my student loans and made me, put me in a position to pay that off real quick about 2 weeks after we started this stuff. So that was pretty cool too.
Wow.
So,
And guys, let me tell you, we could be here for the rest of the evening with testimonies just like that. But in case you want to look some up on your own, you can go to Facebook and look at MWR Financial Testimonials, and you can read them for the next 5 months if you want. We've been blessing people into the thousands at this point. But now, how many of you guys heard something in there that you might need to apply to your finances? How many of you guys also heard something that even if we swore you to secrecy with the blood oath, you would still tell somebody about what you heard about just now?
Absolutely.
So since we've agreed that we're a pack of snitches, does it make sense to get paid for this telling that we're about to do?
Absolutely.
I knew I was going to tell everybody, and they told me that I could position myself as a business owner and get paid. So we make money by starting a distributorship with MWR. You become a financial director. It's $228 one time. Guys, how many of you guys have $228 mistakes in your closet?
Yep.
Since you never wearing that again. Brother, you should have never put that on in the first place. But here's the thing. That covers your first month of the Financial Edge membership. So the first $79 is covered. It's $79 a month for those experts to continue to help you with the things that we just talked about. And you get your business center. Your business center is only $40 a month, but you can do business no matter where you are on the planet from your cell phone or your laptop. So that's $119 a month. Guys, the ladies told me $119 is not even a good date. So
That's
for
right.
less than the price of a good date every month, you can actually run a business, have 475 tax deductions, hire your children. And the thing I got most excited about is we get paid 10 different ways. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've been blamed 10 different ways for one conversation, but I have never been paid 10 different ways for one conversation. But look at what just happened. Somebody invited you to hear this conversation. They have not said a word unless they just gave a testimony. And if you decide you want that Financial Edge membership, somebody's getting paid. How many of you guys would agree if you invited enough people on, somebody would hear that conversation and want that membership and start saving money?
Yes.
Is it okay if they go through your website?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You're going to earn a $40 bonus when they do that. Do you like that?
I love that.
Watch this. Every month when they pay their membership, you're going to earn a $10 bonus every month. Put this in your notes. Residual income is the secret of the wealthy. Wealthy people figure out how to do something one time and get paid for it over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You guys didn't get it. It's probably because you didn't say it. Repeat after me. Indulge me. I did something right one time.
I did
Something right one time.
But I still get paid for it.
And I
Still get paid for it.
Over and over and over and over.
over and over and over
Are the worst.
and over and
I
over.
said, repeat after me. The teachers are the worst. Over
Over
and over
and over
and over
and over
and over
and over
again.
and over again.
Wait, why y'all smiling? Did it feel better when you said it?
It sure did.
So imagine how it feels when it's hitting your account. That's what wealthy people experience. Anytime you get a check for today for something you did long ago, that's amazing. See, in what are they in TV, they call it syndication, right?
Right.
And what do they call it in music?
Royalty.
They call it royalties. And when you write, it's called publication, right?
Publishing.
Publishing, okay. And this business is called what you want.
Absolutely.
It's exactly what you want. And so here's
We
what's
don't want
exciting.
money. The bag.
Somebody's gonna want to get paid like that, yes?
Yes.
Is it okay if they go through your website?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
You're gonna earn a $50 sponsor bonus every time that happens. Would you like that?
Yep.
Love it.
Yes.
Again,
Yes.
all you did was invited somebody to learn income shifting with you. Somebody loud and crazy, talk to them about it. They make a decision and you either make $40 and $10 every month or $50 one time. Do you like it?
Yes.
Love it.
Love it.
Now, the company says you help 3 people go through your website within your first 30 days, and you'll get the 3 sponsor bonuses. So you made $150, but because it's within your first 30 days and success loves speed, you'll make another $150 momentum bonus. So somebody heard what I just said. They're going to get started today, and they're going to make $300 before their credit card statement comes. Somebody else heard what I just said, and they're going to get started today, and they're going to make $300 before it clears their checking account today. That's what I did. I called a bunch of people, and 3 of them got started my first day. I didn't even know what I was talking about. I just knew we was about to get paid, and some experts were going to shift our money. And however they did it, we don't want to miss it, and they didn't want to miss it. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Then with the 3 business partners, you become part of the leadership team. You get a promotion. But how many of you guys ever got a promotion and they gave you more responsibility, but somehow they forgot the money?
Every day.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Well, in this business, when you get a promotion, we pay you more money for the exact same work. All you do is invite people to the Zooms and let God sort them out, and you get paid more. So instead of 50, now you earn 60. And that goes all the way up to $125 per person. Pretty exciting, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Want to know what's more exciting?
What's that?
When you earn $10 to $75 when people get started that you've never met through people that you'll never meet.
Wow.
Guys, passive income is another secret of the wealthy. Wealthy people figure out how to get paid on work that they're not doing. I call it CEO money. Anybody ever work at a company that had a CEO?
Yes.
Yes.
Was the CEO wealthy?
Yes.
Yes.
Did the CEO ever come to your job and say, scoot over, I'm gonna do your work today?
Never.
But were they still wealthy?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you have a choice between being on the golf course teeing off or being at work teed off, which one do you choose?
Golf
Golf
course.
course.
Hey, Paul Getty, our first billionaire in the United States, said, I'd rather earn 1% of what 100 people do than to ever earn 100% of what I do. How many of you guys would agree? That's brilliant.
Yes.
Right.
Because 100 people can easily outwork one. And then I'll tell you the bonus I get most excited about. It's two of them. One, though, is the matching bonus. How many of you guys would agree I'm a little bit excited?
Yes.
Yes.
Nah, y'all missed it. I'm a lot of bit excited.
Right.
Yeah.
If you could get paid 25 cents every time I earned $1, how many of you guys would like that?
Yes.
I'd like it.
So if I made $100, you made 25, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That would.
Okay, some of y'all didn't answer. What about
Yes.
if I made $1,000 and they paid you $250? How many of you guys would like that?
That's
Yeah.
I would like that.
Every day.
All
Every
right,
day,
what if
every
I was
day.
making $4,000 like every month and you were getting 800 to
Yeah.
3,000?
Yes.
If I fell out of touch, how many of you guys would call me and check on me?
Yes.
Would.
You would say, you know,
would.
where's my money? But you probably say something like, hey, Sean, you all right?
You all right? Where's my money?
So, that's
Yes.
only 5 of the ways we get paid. We also have luxury bonuses.
Mm.
I used to call it the car bonus, but they said I didn't have to buy a car. But then when I got the bonus, I started using it for my car note. Pretty cool, yes?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Those same customers, those same business partners also contribute to up to $3,000 on that luxury bonus alone, but then your presidential bonus as well. How many of you guys could finance your goals and your dreams somewhere between $500 to $100,000 a month?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, Les Brown said most people are dead by the age of 21. We just haven't buried them yet.
Wow.
Because by the age of 21, most people take their goals and we take our dreams and we put them on a shelf and we
Yeah.
settle for somebody else's reality.
Wow.
And that reality is normally the 40-40-40 plan.
Right.
They told me they wanted me to work 40 hours a week for 40 years and then retire and live on 40% less than what I was already struggling on. So which might have been the first time I ever said the devil is a lie.
Amen.
That's
That
right.
made no sense to me at all. But you know what did make sense to me?
Mhm.
The daily guarantee. They told me that if I added one customer to those 3 business partners, they would pay me $5 a day.
Wow.
When I got that first text message for $5 a day, you would have thought I hit the lottery. Somebody asked me why.
Wow.
Wow.
Anybody have a bill right now that $150 could pay off this month?
Yes.
So how exciting is it to know when that bill comes next month, along comes that $150 to knock it out again?
Absolutely.
Right.
There are people on this line that have helped some people do that. And so now they earn $20 a day, $30 a day. Guys, an extra $600 to $900 a month is like having a relative move in and start paying some bills without moving in.
Yeah.
You guys need some relatives like that.
I do.
And so, I mean, we could earn up to $1,000 a day on that bonus alone. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is not a get rich quick conversation. I'm just sharing with you what the options are. Because when we got to $100 a day, that gave me some serious options, guys.
That's true.
They literally tried to put me back in a classroom. It was a classroom I didn't even want to go into during flu season. And they thought they were going to send me in there during COVID season. But because my expenses don't come out to $3,000 a month, I was able to tell them, you know what? It's not even you, it's me. You stay, I'll go. And so we're retired and we're not looking back because, I mean, people, when I got started in this business, I had 4 children. But since I got started in this business, I got 5. Y'all want to know the baby's name? His name is Little Residual. And he just keeps growing and growing and growing. And so, I mean, as long as he's growing, I don't have to go into work. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, growing our money, now that we've made it, is the next step. See, if we're not investing, we're not even on the road to wealth. Is this making sense?
Exactly.
And so you save your money and you even make more money so that you can collectively grow that money. And guess who does that for us? The
experts.
Experts.
teach us how to invest with no risk of loss.
Yes.
See, they teach us how to do 2 things, right, for now. And another thing, a few things coming soon in April. I'll tell you about some of that in a minute, but I can't tell you about anything at the same time. But the private reserve account, that was one of the secrets of the wealthy that I wished I always known about, but I'm glad I know it now. See,
Yes.
I thought wealthy people were just smart. Guys, they're not smarter than us. They just have better tools.
Right.
Right.
Is this making sense?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't care how long I go to school to be a plumber. If we both get under the sink and you have the right tools and I have a spoon and a fork, you'll probably do a better job than I will.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so here's what I was taught. Well, you guys taught once you got that great job with benefits, you should invest in your 401k, get a savings account, and direct deposit.
Yes.
Yes.
What, do we all have the same parents? Now, here's the thing. That's not bad. That's not bad advice. It's just if we do that with a traditional bank, we get low to no return on our money.
Right.
I have an account in this bank. I'm not going to tell you its name, but I heard they chase people to get them to sign up. And I have thousands of dollars in this account. And I saw something on my statement that said 3 cents. I wanted to chase everybody and give them a slapping. You don't even put that on my account. Just don't even give me the money. If that's the best you can do is 3 cents, don't even give me the money. But
Right.
now here's the thing. When you put that money in a private reserve account,
Yes.
when the market goes up, your money goes up. When the market goes down, unlike your 401k, that for a lot of us became the 101k after it went through a 911, our money never goes down.
Yes.
Now watch
Absolutely.
this. Watch this. The market goes up, our money goes up, right? When the market goes down, our money doesn't go down. When the market goes up again, our money goes up.
Nice.
And so
Awesome.
what's insane about that is you get to be the bank. See, the banks do something called arbitrage. I call it flipping our money in the street. They take our money and they give people that mortgage loan, that auto loan, that student loan, that business loan, those credit
Right.
cards. And then when we go to borrow our money, they act like they never had our money.
Okay.
We actually got to qualify like it wasn't sitting in there for the you know me. You've had my money for the last how many years?
Right.
But guess what? In a private reserve account, you also do arbitrage. Somebody needs to go to school, you give them the financial aid, the student loan. Somebody needs to get a car, you give them the auto loan. You can even borrow against yourself, but guess what? Even when you do so, that money is still in there as if you never touched it going up with the market. Do you like that?
Yes.
Love it.
Then
Yes.
they told us about land banking. We're partnered with a company that helps us buy land in the path of growth. Guys, land is the most safest and most profitable investment ever. Somebody asked me why.
Why?
God ain't making no more dirt. Now, don't get at me, theologians. I didn't say God couldn't. I said I have not seen nor heard of such. So in the meantime, until we know something different, doesn't it make sense to try to buy the land that we can get to right now?
Yes.
And so there's an area called Antelope Valley, California. But now that Warren Buffett, Kaiser Permanente, and NASA are all, sending money out that way, they're already calling it Green Energy Valley. And here's it's right outside of LA. LA just built their first highway in the last 25 years. And 2028, 2029, that's going to be the first time that the Olympics has been in America since 1996. And it's going to be right there in green, and in LA. But guess what? I'm in Conyers, 30 miles outside of Atlanta, but I'm literally in walking distance of the equestrian field where they did the horsey things for the Olympics. I don't know what they do with it. I saw horses. Don't judge me.
They the horsey things.
Well, don't judge me. You don't know what they do with an equestrian field. Name one event. Exactly. So here's the thing, guys. They teach us how to do all of that. We teach you step by step and word for word how to keep it as simple as inviting people to Zooms. As a matter of fact, we do these overviews every day, guys.
Yes.
We have an online training library that you can actually reference in your business center. We have private virtual sessions. We train on Zooms as well. And we have quarterly events because things are starting to open up a little bit, but we're still being incredibly safe. As a matter of fact, all planes and trains and automobiles are heading to Atlanta April the 16th through the 18th. The president and the co-founder of our business, the CEO of our business, MWR, are going to be in Atlanta. And they're going to be announcing some things so huge that we need a weekend to learn how to take advantage of them. And I mean, honestly, they got a ballroom that can hold 250, but this is the social distancing era. We probably put 150 in there.
Amazing.
And so, guys, if you have not registered, do that yesterday. If you can't make it, you can't make it. But if you can, register yesterday. Move around what you need to move around as fast as you can and learn with us. But before you do that, you have to decide, are you a number 2 or a number 1? Number 2 says, you know what? I want to take advantage of the membership only. I don't want to start a business, but I want to invest my $79 a month like yesterday. I'm ready to save money right now. I need access to those experts. Text number 2 to the person that invited you. And what all they'll do for you is they're going to send you their website with /membership on the end. And it's a 2-minute application. It'll probably populate because you've been buying stuff online. You invest your $79. And in 2 minutes, you'll have access to the experts. Start uploading your stuff and getting your money shifted to the other side of money. Best thing I've ever done. I figured if I got to the other side of money and I didn't like it, I could always come back to being broke. There's also someone on here that's a number 1. And they're saying to themselves right now, I wish he would be quiet so I can sign up and start getting paid these 10 ways. And I understand it. That's exactly how I feel about it. I'm tired of talking to you too. All you have to do is text number 1 to the person who invited you. All they're going to do is send you an application, the link to their website. It's a 5-minute application. You invest your $228, and we start teaching you how to get these 10 streams as soon as you're in your business center. But that's all it takes, guys. Get with the person that invited you. Let them know whether or not you're number 2 and you want to sign up for the membership, or number 1 and you want to start getting paid with us. I mean, this is a group of crazy people. They think I'm crazy, but sane people don't hang out with crazy people on a daily basis. That's just not how it works. I mean, guys, I gotta be honest with you. This is the funnest money I've ever made in my. You don't even know if I'm wearing pants right now. So don't hesitate, procrastinate, develop stress, hypertension, a dilemma, have a heart attack, stroke, and die trying to figure out whether or not you want your taxes down, your credit score up, your debt eliminated, your bills lower, and you want to invest while making money. It's not that deep. It's really this simple. If it makes sense to you, you should do it, because you should do everything that makes sense to you. It might not make sense to them, but if you start doing enough things that make sense to you, you'll find a new them. Yeah. And the reason I share that with people, Morgan, is a lot of people try to decide whether or not they want to do a new thing based on their old friends. So now we just turned our circle into a cage. If you know you can upload documents and invite people to Zooms, let's lock arms and do some serious things together. Because if not this, then what? Like, what do you have your hands on that's this simple and you can help people that you care about get a pay raise and you don't even work there?
Mhm.
If not now, then when? Like, when's gonna be a good time? And we can't get better during a pandemic in a quarantine with all this extra time to ourselves. When's it ever gonna happen?
Okay.
And if not you, then who? Who's gonna step into your family and change the financial trajectory of your family's future for generations to come? I mean, if you haven't met them by now, I'll tell you, I'll give you a secret on who it might be. It might be that awesome person in your mirror waiting for you to get off your assets and change your mindset so your family can be set. And so with that being said, it's Taco Tuesday. I'm going to eat. Did I do a decent enough job? Can I go eat now?
That was amazing.
Yes.
And thank you so much.
Amazing.
I appreciate that. So on behalf of my partners everywhere, my name is Sean T. Hill, blessed to be Executive District Director with this amazing company, MWR. More importantly, I am Willie and Maddie Mae Hill's bouncing baby boy. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. I look forward to doing this business with you, shifting income with you, and when everything opens up, walking the beaches of the world with you, excited because we became our own banks. God bless you guys. Have an amazing evening.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure.